Amy to your right. Amy right here.
Really, honestly, just joy. I was just thinking as I was walking in, I cannot wait for the lights to go down and for the movie to start. It's so awesome to be a part of this and happy to be back. Hope it does, and I think it does do, is it makes us more empathetic in general as people. I think it helps us give ourselves a break. I think it reminds us that you can have two emotions going on at once, and I think it is a reminder that we have to make room for joy.
And then hands down, that's beautiful. That's happy about being here, all of you.
Man, I mean, it's such a movie, I think, for truly every age. Like, there's kids in my family who I know are so stoked to see it, but also my parents are stoked to see it, my friends, some, who are teachers, who are therapists, who literally have been like, we use this movie often. And, I feel like everybody can connect to it because everybody's got emotions, but yeah, I'm really excited. I hope people take away, obviously the heart that I think is at the center of these movies, but that they just have a good time, because it really is so funny. There's so many hilarious people in it, and yeah, I just hope they have a good time.
Come on, straight ahead if you could.
One left, look back.
Just straight on.
I'm so grateful. I mean, to get to lend my voice to this creation of Pixar, this brilliant addition to their family and their community is so lucky.
It's really remarkable, and I get to play a little small part in it. It's an unbelievable piece of work.
Happy about being here. Beautiful.
And Lisa, looking right here, Lisa.
I want them to experience joy, and first and foremost, I want them to laugh and go on a wild ride that is a Pixar movie. It's just fun, it's funny, I love to laugh, but on a deeper level, it's going to teach people how to talk about their emotions, and more importantly, that it's not only okay, but you're supposed to feel all of them and learn from them. There's no good emotion or bad emotion. They're all there to protect us. Anger, disgust, sadness. They're there to inform and protect us. And I love the movement of even the first, especially the first one, that it's okay to start talking about it, and it's okay to feel it. So everything that they're going to see in the theater is brand new technology. There are like sparkles coming off of each character. There are some characters that are 2D, 3D. There are video games. There's just so many pixelated, pun intended, just different ways to enjoy the visuals of this movie. So it's going to be spectacular in the theater.
Oh man, it's I think what's great about this movie is you can feel both. Like, you got joy, and this is also exciting, but it's a little anxieties in there. So it's always, both can be carried. I'm also a little nostalgic because my daughter just graduated high school. It's all the things, all the above. It's such a fun ride, but you just get that where you leave inspired, but you learn something, and it's just fun. The emotional life is incredibly complex. Somehow they made it accessible. Yes, it's simple, like each emotion is named what it is, but man, it's super complex, and they somehow communicate it in a very beautiful, creative way.
And the Squibb should have, and June.
With all these people that are seeing the same thing and enjoying it, hopefully, as much as you are. If it helps to explain a teenager how they're feeling, I think we've really, we've done our job. That's what I think it should be. I think they should deal with all of these separate feelings that a teenager has. I think that so often we don't deal with feelings. We don't deal with how someone feels about something. And that's to our detriment, because we're all better off if we sort of stop and look every once in a while at some of these feelings we're having. Oh, I love her. I love nostalgia. When I saw the picture with the rose-colored glasses, oh, that told me everything, too. It tells you so much. the drawings, the animation.
Beautiful smile, I appreciate. And staying with me, that's gorgeous. And one more if I could. Thanks for staying with me 1 second.
It's truly so surreal. I can't believe I'm here, and especially with such incredible creatives, you know, our cast, our filmmakers, Kelsey Mann, Mark Nielsen, our animators, you know, everyone has worked so incredibly hard for this film, and to be here today is so incredible. I've been working on this project since I've been 13. I'm about to be 16 now, so almost 2 years. And I saw it, the first Inside Out on my 6th birthday, and I remember leaving the theaters crying. And I've really grown up with Riley, and never in a million years would I have imagined myself today standing here 10 years later. So it's very emotional, but I'm feeling all the feels today as I'm here. Life can be challenging at times. There's lots of ups and downs, and I think what this film shows us is that, you know, it's okay to not always be okay. Sometimes you don't have to have it all figured out, and all the emotions are neither good or neither all bad. They're there to help us. They're there to help Riley, and I think that is such an important lesson that I've learned is, you know, our emotions are there and they want what's best for us, and they're all doing it in different ways. And so I think that's really why this film hits in such a special way.
Hey, how are you? Just shake your hand.
Oh, 1 second. Beautiful again. Thank you. And hop in, hop in.
Fear, anxiety. Sometimes fear. A little bit of anxiety.
Joy.
Joy, mostly joy, and like excitement, but a lot of fear. A lot of fear. Underneath all that fear, there's joy. Yes. So fun fact, we only got to record with each other twice, but it was the best thing ever, and I think it's so much fun because we're all kind of like our characters in real life.
I know! And as voice actors, we almost never get to interact, so it was such a beautiful
We're so lucky
moment.
that we got to work together.
Like, truly, I think this film has bloomed actual friendships. Like, I love these girls with my whole heart. I feel like there's a lot of pressure that we put on ourselves as, like, kids growing up, that friendship is, and it's true that friendship is kind of the most important thing to, like, community and stuff.
Yeah.
But that does create a lot of anxiety, especially for Riley, who's growing up trying to fit in possibly the newest social situation she's ever been in.
And I think it just shows like how important it is to have real friendships like Bree, Riley, and Grace, people who are going to support you and make you feel comfortable to be yourself and not have those anxieties about growing
Poor
up.
lifers, that is what we are.
Locked in.
Staying with me, that's gorgeous.
I'm feeling happiness. I feel like I'm looking at all of them in the poster behind you, and I'm like, joy. I think mainly joy. Excitement, all sorts of joy. It was very unexpected. Yeah, it was very unexpected. It was one of those things where I always had on a bucket list of like Pixar, like huge animated movie, not something at all that I thought was like realistic. So to have it happen, to have the luxury and the privilege of being at the actual Pixar campus, to work with everybody in person, it's beautiful. And everyone was so sweet and so passionate about this movie, so it's nice being around that energy. I personally want to see how everybody feels now coming into it, now that Riley is entering high school. Because if there was something I peeked on TikTok, is that everyone's like, oh my God, it's like they waited for us to grow up, for us to see it. And it's like, I don't know, I kind of want to see all of that. The now older kids relating to it, because I feel like that's very sweet.
Smile again, here we go, and one more. I'm actually going to do this. Here we go. Thank you so much.
Yvette, what's my straight ahead, Yvette? Yvette, straight ahead.
It's amazing. I have always dreamed of being in a Disney Pixar film, and it finally happened. And the fact that it's Inside Out 2, I cannot believe it. You know, to come out and celebrate growth and love and finding yourself and all of the things, family, this is important. And it's important to get together with your friends and experience it in the theater. That it's okay to feel. You know, I think a lot of people go through life pretending as if they're not sad or they're not angry or they're not disappointed. And it's okay. And it's okay to be happy. It's okay to have fear. All of them are good. And I think it's a love letter to expressing yourself and feeling things. And I think everyone is going to just have the best time.
Happy about, oh, you are. I can see that.
For USC right here.
Inside Out is a beautiful film. It brings people together. It gets people in touch with each other. And I just love being a part of it. And I love contributing to art that I care about. So it was an awesome experience to make it, and I'm grateful to be a part of it.
And straight up and down with your head. There we go. Chin down a little bit. Beautiful. Here we go again.
It's like the culmination of everything I've worked for in my voice acting career. I always wanted to be in a Pixar movie. Grew up watching Toy Story and Finding Nemo. And I mean, I'm for real. Like, this is a dream come true for me. The animation, the way that things are drawn on screen, the way things, the colors, the things that, it's also a shared experience. The laughter that you have in a group is bigger and better than you do have at home. Plus, popcorn's better. It's full of comedic stars. Just about anybody who is anybody is in this movie. It's a great story that anyone can relate to, and it's beautiful and bold. You gotta go see it.
Get the opportunity. That beautiful smile, I appreciate it. Oh, excellent. Here we go again. And staying with me right here.
I think it's such an important movie because it's so celebratory of everyone being our full selves. And that's what I loved about Inside Out 1, and that's what we're all going to love about Inside Out 2. It's literally the message is everything that you are is valid. What could be a better way? Well, my character is such a fun, silly character, and one of the things I had the most fun with was they let me improv. They let me play. And so getting to do that kind of stuff is always fun, especially in comedy.
I was in high school. It was just like always switching. You know, it's anxiety one moment, it's envy another moment. So I'm just so excited to see all the new emotions in the mix, you know what I'm saying? But I think probably anger's my favorite. I love anger. That guy's hilarious.
That's great. And stay with me. Stay with me 1 second.
It's fantastic. I'm a small part of this movie, but just to be involved in any way in anything that these guys make is I feel very lucky to be a part of it. And being an Amy Poehler fan since before Upright Citizens Brigade, it's always a sweet spot to root her on and feel good about that. Pixar does the work for you. They're just like, here, this is what you should do with life in cartoon form. So just listen, take what it gives you, and learn from it. I feel like Pixar has made me a better parent in the fact that, like, I don't have to explain a lot of things because my daughter will ask me a question and I go, hold on. And I press play and go, there you go. That's what you got to do. It just makes it easier to live life with all their amazing advice. It's going to be amazing. It's always fun to experience a movie where everyone is extremely psyched to see it. It also doesn't hurt when people have worked hundreds of thousands of hours on it as well.
And then here we go again. And Kelsey, can I get a quick thing?
Goodness, I mean, at this point, right now, how can it not be joy? We're at the world premiere.
100%.
Of Inside Out 2.
Anxiety a year ago, joy right now.
I mean, I really made this movie for 3 reasons. I wanted to make a really fun movie. I really wanted to make an imaginative movie, and one that made a meaningful impact on the world, which is really what the first film did. And we thought if we can do that for another generation and to do it for teenagers, because I don't know about you, that was a hard time in my life. And I really could have used a movie like this.
Yeah.
And it should be, enjoyed up on the big screen.
Yes. It's a chance to expand the world, right? We're going to new places, we're meeting new people, new characters, new emotions in this one, and we're just thrilled to be able to kind of expand this world and share a really fun and funny and very heartfelt story.
And straight on, if I could, happy about being here. That's great. Staying with me. And one more. Thanks.
What I'm most excited, of course, is anxiety, because she's amazing, and I think everybody needs to know they're not alone, and that everybody has anxiety. And I also love that Joy is going to experience herself as compassion, and that we all need to love ourselves a little bit more. I think this movie is so great for everyone to enjoy together, because you're gonna have great conversations afterwards. You're gonna have a ton of fun, you're gonna laugh really hard, and then really interesting questions are gonna come up from your kids about themselves and their emotions, and it's gonna open a whole line of dialogue between families that I think is so exciting.
And then just straight on, if I could, happy about being here. That's great.
I'm just excited for people to, for me, the first movie was about joy discovering the value of sadness. And I think this film is about joy discovering the value of joy. Yes, I mean, embarrassment doesn't say much, but he's a great guy. Anxiety is played by the indelible Maya Hawke. Ayo Edebiri plays an envy that just bounces around the scene. And ennui is maybe my favorite new emotion because she just encapsulates the boredom of so many a teenager. And they're just such a great, fantastic foursome together.
Beautiful, and straight on, straight on.
I'm elated to be here tonight. This is such a celebration. Oh, yes. Well, mostly joy. Joy is big at my control board, and I'd say anxieties, hanging back there and just going, oh, hey, don't forget to, but I have a really good relationship with anxiety now, where we're good. Yeah. Pixar has been incredibly supportive and encouraging for me as a composer since 2007 when I first worked on Ratatouille. To be here with them now means the world to me.
And staying with me again. And then could I have Jim, please?
Such a happy and worthy successor to the original film. Goes a little further with other things, and it's really wonderful. It's really a delight to be here.
It's fun, it's funny, it's got the best cast in the world. They are hilarious. And I think it talks about what's going on in all of our heads. So you'll definitely you'll be like, oh yeah, I recognize that.
I think what's great about this film is that we all can see ourselves in it in almost every aspect of the characters and in the family and so forth. So I think it'll really, I'm hopeful it'll really land with people and really feel personal to them.
It's just so fun, and it's great seeing the cast going back into that world. You know, when we made the first one, we looked around, we said, you know, we've made the entire ocean for Nemo, we made the entire galaxy for Wall-E, but the biggest set we've ever made is inside the little girl's head. And there was a lot more to explore, and we've definitely explored that in this one. So come on and see.
Well, I was joking with Lisa. I mean, we're scientists, we're clinicians, we toil away in the laboratory, and here we are seeing a film that captures what emotions are all about. So it's pretty thrilling. So.
It's so fun to be here and really an honor, you know, and I'm so pleased and proud that we got to be part of something that is exactly what families need right now. Well, I specialize in teenagers, and I am so excited that we are really taking a hard look at the complex and challenging yet wonderful realities of adolescent moods. And the fact that 4 new ones have shown up on the scene makes so much sense, because being a teenager is complicated, both for the teenager and for her family and for her friends, and the movie captures that so beautifully.
Thank you. Can we just get one of Amy and her parents? Look at me. Ayo. All right, here we go. Right in the middle. Right here. Good.
And to your right.